Hello, I'm Dolly Vaseem, founder of SmartEdge, an integrated platform for learning, innovation, and entrepreneurship. What does SmartEdge stand for? Our name is composed of two words, smart and edge. SMART is an acronym for S for specific, M for measurable, A for assignable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. The SMART methodology is a management strategy used for goal setting in business. We've adopted that in our platform to create a clear advantage to stand out, to give an edge to our innovator. We are trying to convert the challenges to opportunities. We all know that the youth by 2035 will be the youngest population in the world. Women, only 35% of Indian women are economically independent. And while SMEs are the backbone of India's industrial growth, they have a huge problem in terms of the technology adoption and keeping at pace with the future of manufacturing and future of work in general. So what we're trying to do is to create various options to provide the right knowledge and right skills for employment and entrepreneurship for the innovators. By addressing the emerging opportunities and challenges in the technical, manpower skills and knowledge gaps in smart nation building, bridging the gap in the industry and academia, collaborative development to create world-class products and services, and development of capacity, capability, and creativity for enhancing the employability and entrepreneurship. So the objective of SmartEdge platform is to prepare youth, women, and entrepreneurs for managing the future of work in the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution is a digital revolution which is characterized by the fusion of technologies that is blurring the lines between physical, digital, and biological spheres. What is different is that it is an innovative approach in experiential learning with project-driven outcomes. Just in time, just what you need learning, anytime, anywhere learning to suit any of the existing methods of learning for every workforce. Use the andragogy approach meant for adult learning. We've been a knowledge partner for over 50 hackathons, offline and online, conducted more than 30 innovation and business challenges, facilitated 10,000 youth and women to learn new technologies in experiential learning mode, and incubated and accelerated 55 ideas to create value in terms of intellectual property, business, and technology entrepreneurs. We've used this methodology to create one of the most successful programs called SMECO Knowledge Series for ICICI Bank, for which I created the handbook with cyber media, which was launched by Dr. Abdul Kalam in 2008. SmartEdge is a learning paradigm shift which not only looks at learning for the sake of understanding the technology, but also in the context in which learning has to take place. It uses a collaboration with the peers as well as with other people in the community, as well as we tend to bring in the commerce as an integral part of the learning process. In the organization context, the learning is not just for the sake of understanding the technical nuances, but also in how it is integrated with the human resource competence management, business process management, and knowledge management. And as a result, the people who undergo our program or participate in our activities, innovation related workshops and webinars, etc., on the platform on a continuous basis, they are updated with the technology innovations that are there are basically undertaken in 3 different steps: the experiential learning, the problem solving, and the automation. And if you see clearly, the automation basically comes at the last, and not just at the last, but it is after the problem has been solved through an innovation process and tested, only then the automation actually begins. The technology focus of the platform has been to produce smart products through technology, adoption of IoT, artificial intelligence, AR, VR, MR, blockchain, and Web 3.0. SmartEdge intends to support innovative enterprises to achieve global scale for managing the future of work. The youth, whether from the fashion design, from engineers or management professionals, textile sector and BFSI professionals, are the key target areas amongst the youth, women and MSMEs. The key criteria is to really be able to provide innovation, sustainability and inclusion, whereas the focus target area sectors are fintech, fashion tech, civic tech, clean tech, health tech, edutech and travel tech. The approach basically revolves around collaboration with large companies and the startup or the entrepreneurs. The Industry Connect program harnesses the power of large corporations and entrepreneurs to co-create the future. In long term, we intend to really partner with a lot of other areas also, for medtech, for energy, for food and retail, apart from the ones that we had indicated. So we have used this methodology across the fashion industry during the pandemic. At the onset of the pandemic, the handloom weavers were basically stranded with a lot of unsold inventory, as well as no money coming from any of these. The orders were cancelled, which were already placed, and there was a lot of loss of livelihood to the 55 lakh plus artisans and weavers across the country. And this was a challenge that we took up to really see what we can do about it, and we created an open innovation challenge in fashion tech with a boot camp of 30 days in which 200 people participated, and a hackathon which was held after that for a 15-day time period with 25 teams which were shortlisted, and online handloom festival and trade platform, World Trade Center, with over 500 exhibitors, 25 B2B webinars on how to really do trade within various countries through the online platform. During the course of the program, we had international keynote speakers. At the inaugural, we had Dr. Mrinal Gowade from Fashion Tech Milan, and we had Mr. Stefano Galassi, MD of Startup Bootcamp Fashion Tech Milan. We also had experts from the technology side, from IBM, both on artificial intelligence and blockchain in fashion area, and Akshara Dalal and Samiksha Bajaj from the fashion industry. So the program was very successful and worldwide recognized. During the pandemic, we had no problems in reaching out to the entire world, and the online videos were watched by quite a number of countries, and we received a lot of acclaim for that, based on which I have been mentoring startups from all over the world through the SBC Fashion Tech mentoring platform. The SmartEdge approach has been recognized by Startup India for my work through the Women Entrepreneurs at the International Women's Day. I've also been invited to partner with, we have been invited to partner with FinPitch 18, which is a challenge which was held by IIM Lucknow and Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is SIDBI Center of Financial Inclusion. And I've also been vocal on various platforms to really talk about the various technologies which are futuristic and which can really bring in a lot of innovation happening in blockchain and AI. I spoke at the Blockchain Summit India 2019 and was widely covered in various media. I've also been invited by a specific vertical focused AI based education platform by Cellstract called Disrupt, and I spoke on artificial intelligence and gender bias to share my views on how artificial intelligence is actually propagating gender bias through indirect or direct approach. The partners of the platform, we've actually built an enviable list of people who have supported us, companies who have come forward to really support us through in our hackathons, in our work, which includes IBM, JD Institute of Fashion Technology, Paytm, AIC Artec, Women Who Code, Induct Platform, GAIN, Facebook for Developers, IoT NCR, 100 Open Startups, various IIT alumni, Venture Garage, Bloom Ventures, IB Venture Capital, IncuSpace, SIDBI, IIM Lucknow, Sci-Fi, Chicotel, Zone Startups, and quite a few of them which I have not been able to really put on this slide. But it's overwhelming to see how many people come together and have supported us, and we'd like to really continue to be able to really reach out to masses to really bring in digital transformation as well as support the innovation to thrive amongst startups, and we have some world-class products from India. Thank you.